প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থীবৃন্দ, আজকে নবম শ্রেণীর ইংরেজি পঞ্চম সপ্তাহের অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট 2021 এর উত্তর দিব। এখানে প্রশ্ন বলা হয়েছে, ফার্স্ট টাইম মে চেঞ্জ জেনারেশন টু জেনারেশন, টেক অ্যান ইন্টারভিউ উইথ ইউর প্যারেন্টস অর গ্র্যান্ড প্যারেন্টস অর elderly people of your family. Know about their first time activities and take notes on them. Also think about the first time activities of your generation. Write the differences and mention why these differences have taken places. তো এখানে এর আনসারটি খুব সুন্দরভাবে সাজানোভাবে দেওয়া আছে। প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থীবৃন্দ, প্রত্যেকটি অ্যাসাইনমেন্টের উত্তর পেতে চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখো এবং বেল আইকনটি ক্লিক করে রাখো। একটা লাইক দিতে ভুলো না। তো প্রতিদিনের অ্যাসাইনমেন্টের উত্তর এত কষ্ট করে করা হয়, তো একটা লাইককে আমরা পাওয়ার নয়। তো আমরা চলে যাচ্ছি আমাদের উত্তরের দিকে। ক্লাস 9 5th উইক ইংলিশ অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট আনসার 2021, চেঞ্জ ইন ফার্স্ট টাইম ইন বাংলাদেশ। এটা হচ্ছে শিরোনাম। ইন্ট্রোডাকশন। এ জেনারেশন ইজ অল অফ দ্য পিপল বর্ন অ্যান্ড লিভিং at about the same time. Regarded collectively, it can also be described as the average period generally considered to be about 3 from 6 years, during which children are born and grow up to develop. In kingship terminology, it is a structural term designating the parent-child relationship. It is known as biogenesis, reproduction, or procreation in the biological sciences. Generations are changing in many ways. Described are here. Ethics and values. Present generation doesn't have ethics and moral values, but older generation have ethics and moral values. Thoughts. At present, no one was not ready to follow other thoughts, but first everyone will consult their family or friends or relatives. But one thing, if we are traveling upon our own thoughts, we cannot do or win or success anything in our life, because our thoughts are very modern. And if we are travel thoughtfully, then definitely we will succeed in our life, because we travel on other experiences and views. Love. Nowadays love is for selfish. Older generation, they live for love and they die for love. At present generation, there is no true love and no sacrifice, but older generation have, and also they sacrifice their love for family. Culture. From art to music, cultural beliefs and customs in our generation has changed rapidly. Unlike the new generation, baby boomers were more of an independent generation, since it was their personal responsibility for them to make something good out of themselves. By this I mean that nobody used to spoon feed them, and all the time they were made to understand that life does not own them anything, so they used to be attentive and fixated to ensure that they are always on the right track. On the other hand, our generation feels like we are authorized on everything, and we can easily give up from doing something if it requires some extra effort, concentration. We have framed to always expect things to be done for us, and it is truly affected us on how we go about in our day-to-day activities. Technology has evidently changed our society both positively and negatively. As days goes by, science and technology has been virtually advanced and used to create various machines, from vehicles, weapons, mobile phones, computers, or any other equipment that are designed using technology. Huge number of new generation is relying on the internet and precisely social media, which has seen to gain more attention from our youngsters over the past few years, and people can now meet and communicate easily with their loved ones, regardless of your whereabouts. Compared to the old generation, whereby technology wasn't really familiarized, as they had to find a way to dig deep and ensure their task is completely done by their bare hands without any program device that they could use. Fashion. From dressing style to hairstyle and shoes, we have seen both men and women's mode of dressing in the new generation varying as diverse clothes and outfits being introduced from various clothing designs on the runway and concerts as compared from the older generation where they had never had such thing like a clothing company or designers, and they were still discount and smart as they used to craft for themselves. Lifestyle. The baby boomers' lifestyle was quite difficult because as a way of discipline, the children were whipped and given punishments by their parents, and any mistake made there were consequences, and this made the child to more vigilant and careful next time before trying another stupid thing. But our generation parents are becoming more relaxed when disciplining their child, and that has led to the child becoming rebellious and having troubles following some simple rules and regulations given by their parents. Conclusion. This book has investigated how the baby boomer generation has become constructed as a social problem in Bangladesh. My approach to this question is based on the understanding that the problem of generation is following money to do with the mediation between past, present and future, where society is preserved, made anew, and at certain points transformed by the interaction between the new members of society who come into a fresh contact with the existing cultural heritage. The society of knowledge seeks to understand this mediation by accounting for how generational location interacts with wider social forces to develop ideas in the present day. সুপ্রিয় নবম শ্রেণীর শিক্ষার্থীগণ, পঞ্চম সপ্তাহের অ্যাসাইনমেন্টের উত্তর হচ্ছে এটি। তো প্রত্যেকটি সাবজেক্টের অ্যাসাইনমেন্টের উত্তর পেতে চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকুন আর বেল আইকনটি ক্লিক করে রাখুন।